Thank you. Go now.
I trust you've been staying out of trouble, Father.
Killing any more proud new parents lately?
Well now, Jade! All of you! How good to see you.
Lift her up there, that's it.
I'm sorry, Father. I've been busy letting my hair down while you've been here rebuilding the village.
You have earned your rest. For now, you must enjoy some free time with your companions and leave the hard work to us. But when cobblestone has been rebuilt, work will begin at last on restoring the capital to its former glory. When that time comes, I shall need my daughter by my side.
Oh, I'll be there. Don't you worry. We'll rebuild Heliodor together.
Please, don't even try to make it look like that flag is something to be proud of. You could say this is all King Carnelian's fault. The last bastion. You have done so much for us already, but I'm afraid I will have even more to ask of you in the future. Cobblestone must be represented at court, and I will accept no other representative but yourself. Now go and do what you must do, then return here. Your people eagerly await your homecoming.
A word, if you please.
King Carnelian has been in high spirits ever since Princess Jade returned. It is just like the old days. The people of Heliodor have had much taken from them, but this goes some ways to making amends. Now a brighter future beckons for the kingdom, and I will do all I can to serve my people, come what may. Aye, the way the people of Cobblestone can live alongside the folks of Heliodor after they destroyed their village is impressive, alright. Still, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, laddie? They did raise you, after all. They must have plenty of spirit.
Listen.
Father and I have so much catching up to do. So much time has passed. Of course, there are some things that are best left in the past. I think it'd be better for both of us if we talk about the future.
Fabulous!
So this is where you grew up, is it? Well then, where is she? Oh, come on, you know who I'm talking about. Your childhood sweetheart, the girl next door. She must be here, right?
You know, I've been thinking.
Are you alright?
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but King Carnelian is still rather terrifying, and he isn't even possessed by the Lord of Shadows anymore. He looks rather like Jade did when she turned into a monster. Well, like father, like daughter, I suppose. Even though the monsters are all gone, Cole still says he'll look after me. For once in my life, things seem to have worked out for the best. What a stroke of luck ended up here I turned out to be. You're the best, Tran. You never let us down. I don't really understand all the luminary stuff. All I know is that you're strong and kind and you're the best. When I grow up, I want to be just like you. I want to fight evil and protect people. Hey, babe. So I hear you're off again, Tran. Hopefully you won't be gone that long this time. I miss you when you're away, you know. Can I ask you something? If I begged you not to go, would you stay here with me? Oh, don't look at me like that. I'm joking, aren't I? I know you've got things to do. But just remember that I'm here waiting for you. No matter where you go or how long you're away, I'll always be here. You should just travel with me. Let's get rebuilding. This giant crossbow won't be seeing active service again anytime soon, but that doesn't mean we're just going to let it rust. Oh no, I'll be keeping it polished to a fine sheen. The most important task for all of us and the Heliodor army right now is to rebuild the kingdom, starting right here in Cobblestone. Everyone's going to have to pull together if we want to get back the peaceful, prosperous life we once had. Is there someone up there? I gotta climb this ladder to expose all the dialogue. I've been on the road for as long as I can remember, but maybe it's finally time for me to put down some roots. Once we restore Heliodor to its former glory, I plan on finally going home to Angri-La. It's time to end my wandering ways and tread the path of the monk. No slacking, let's keep at it. The sun's so lovely and warm. Now the Lord of Shadows has cleared off and peace has returned, we can't keep calling this place the last bastion. No, we need to finish the rebuilding work and turn it back into dear old Cobblestone. You mean the Cobblestone you guys blew up? Welcome to the last bastion, home of the world's two greatest heroes, you and Sir Hendrik. It is not Sir Hendrik's home. I'd forgotten how beautiful the sun can be. We've been through so much, but now it's time to focus on the future. Monsters or no monsters, I'm not leaving my post. Mommy, off on your travels again, are you? Honestly, you can't even spare 5 minutes for your old mom after beating Lord of Shadows. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. You're just like your grandfather. You couldn't sit still when there are things to be done either. I know there's nothing I can say to make you change your mind, so I just wish you the best. But don't you go forgetting that me and Gemma are here waiting for you to come home. Now off you go. I know you'll make me proud whatever you do. You'll always be my little soldier. You like my evil sword, Mom? The people of Cobblestone are truly amazing. We battered their village with our cannons, and then when we needed their help, they welcomed us with open arms. Now that the monster's gone, I want to do all I can to help the village get back on its feet. It's the least I can do. On the day Yggdrasil fell out of the sky, me and my mates were in the middle of a game of hide and seek. I searched every nook and cranny in the city, but I couldn't find a single one of them. Maybe if I had looked a bit harder, I would have found them. Looking good, boys. Take that, and that. How about you? Put your backs into it. If you can wield a sword, you can wield a hoe. There's no reason why soldiers can't make great farmers. If I can hone their farming skills at the same time as sharpening their sword skills, we might be able to solve our food supply problems and our shortage of skilled soldiers in one stroke. Ah, the coast of Valor. It brings back so many memories. Those sandy beaches, those beautiful villas. It really is quite the spot. Back in the good old days, I used to go up there with Sir Jasper. We'd run along the beach, swim in the sea. Those were happy times. I've decided, once Heliodor is back on his feet, I'm going to become a watchmaker. You just watch me. Ha ha ha. Nothing to report. Sir Hendrick's the best. I didn't join Sir Hendrick just so I could ogle him. I'm not that type of girl, and I'll fight anyone who says I am. Sure, I've got to work, but who cares? It's sunny. Just when we're about to run out of food, the sun breaks through. Now the crops will sprout and the trees will be bursting with fruit in no time. We owe it all to you and Sir Hendrick. Thank you. You saved our lives. So much to do. Well, it won't quite be the beautiful stable they used to have, but I'm determined to build a home for the horses. It's my way of repaying the people of Cobblestone for all they've done for me. I want my horse to kind of look like that. Good horsey. Are you leaving, Tran? Nope. Yay, the horses would miss you if you weren't around. Yep. Alright, but if you have to go, make sure you come back soon. The horses will be waiting for you. Would that you could have witnessed the joyful scene of Princess Jade's arrival with Sir Hendrick. I've never seen His Majesty so struck with emotion. First he wept, and then Sir Hendrick. And then the princess broke into uproarious laughter at the sight of the two of them reduced to tears. Princess Jade's every bit as full of life as her father was at her age, and every bit as stubborn. If she grows up to be anything like him, the future of Heliodor will be bright indeed. I hope she grows up nothing like King Carnelian. But everything? No, there's a camp back here, where all the Cobblestone residents are, like in the slums. Alright, Tran, as you can see, we're all keeping busy rebuilding the whole place. Oh, have you said hello to your mom yet? She'll be over by the spot where your house used to be. I guess once Cobblestone has been restored to its former glory, we'll be moving on. Such a shame. I've grown pretty attached to the place. Seeing Sir Hendrick and Princess Jade together reminds me of the old days. It was always quite a sight. The big tough knight comforting a little girl when the king had scolded her. Ah, they were like brother and sister. Can it be true? You never believe this. Apparently King Carnelian was possessed by a monster. Excuse me, young man. This is a private conversation I'll have you know. Where can he be? They say that Sir Jasper has been seen since the day Yggdrasil fell. I wonder where he could have got to. Of course, this sort of idle gossip is beneath one of my station. Ha ha ha, you and Sir Hendrik really make an impressive pair. Someone should paint an epic portrait of the two of you, I reckon. I've learned a valuable lesson. Money really can't buy you everything. What use are all the riches in the world if you aren't alive to enjoy them? The grin on her ladyship's face makes me day every time I see it. It really does. She's family now, and nothing beats your nearest and dearest being happy. I love bubbles. They're so floaty and sparkly and pretty. Thank you so much. When this little fellow grows up, I hope he'll turn out to be every bit as strong and brave as you. I want to combine your name with a character from one of my favorite stories. So he'll be called Tran Erdrick II. Just remember that you were Amber's boy long before you ever knew you were the Luminary. So once you've done what you have to do, be sure to come back home. Your mother will be waiting. Hope Sir Erdrick and Tran likes the flags he made. They're pretty amazing, even if I do say so myself. One's the Eliodoran flag, and the other's the Luminary's mark. Considering we just stitched them together from all the odds and ends we had laying around, look well professional. If I wasn't a dancer, I'd sew full-time. I reckon I've got a grip. Now that the world's at peace once more, Dirk has thrown himself heart and soul into rekindling the fires of commerce. One cannot help but feel proud. His noble goal is to return to Heliodor, to open an even grander boutique, and to keep one in the manner to which one has become accustomed. It's so beautiful. It's so long since I saw the sun, I'd almost forgotten how beautiful it is. It's enough to bring tears to your eyes. Things are going to be just fine once we all get back to Heliodor. With Princess Jade and Sir Hendrik on our side, we've got nothing to worry about. Sir Hendrik, it has been a great honor to serve under you for all these years. I vow that until the day you return, I shall serve this realm faithfully and protect its people. To think, one day you're a little boy running around playing tricks on people, and the next you're the savior of the whole world. I just know old Chalky is looking down from heaven with a big smile on his face. The girl who's sitting on the pier seemed to have moved on. Well, wherever she's got to, I wish her the best. She deserves a bit of luck. I know the song was new, but I really don't feel like screaming like a cat for this one, over the sun coming out. Working in the sun is tons of fun. What's up, Elder? You know, it makes my Gemma miserable you being away, don't you? It fair breaks my heart to see it. I know you're not going away for long this time, but bring her back a present or something, will you? I mean the world to her, poor dear. Sure, I'll give her a savvy sapphire. I know I shouldn't be saying this, but Heliodor Castle must be a real treasure trove right now. Think about it. It's all smashed up. There are no guards around. If you went down to the royal vaults, think of all the goodies you could grab. So go on, do it. Fill your boots. Butcher, fancy you dropping by, eh? This calls for a celebration. Might I suggest a nice bit of shopping? Ahem. That's the stuff. I've been feeling sorry for myself forever, but it's time to snap out of it. I'm gonna eat and laugh and enjoy my life again. It's what she would have wanted. Bottoms up. There's nothing like relaxing in the sun. There were days when I thought I'd never get to do this again. Good times. Check out the rhythm. There's nothing like playing to a proper crowd. I know you've probably got things to do, but you're more than welcome to stay and listen. Woohoo! There's nothing like a bit of sunshine to make a song really swing. Heading to the tour, are you? It's strange that the people of Cobblestone are so attached to the place. There's really nothing there. Alright, that's the last bastion. Gonna make a save real quick, and then warp to the next area. Actually, there was a save point right next to me. This place has 2 save points for whatever reason. It's not this guy, but I am. Okay, I wasn't sure I did talk to him yet. Alright, next up, we've got Octagonia. And Dungersville. We'll wait on Octagonia. Ruins of Dungersville.
You know, I've been thinking.
It doesn't bear thinking about.
You know how sad coming here makes Rad? It's painful to think about. Still, Erwin and Eleanor have returned to Yggdrasil along with all the people who lost their lives here. I pray they have found peace. I know what it is to be robbed of one's family by Mordecai. Svardrest was a beautiful kingdom, now it lives on only in my heart. So many lives were lost. All I can do for them is to honor their memory. Come on, lady. Let's go and tell your folks that you've defeated Lord of Shadows.
I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but...
Tran, I know you're going to be a huge inspiration to the people of Helidor as they try to rebuild their kingdom. If ever the day comes when you wish to restore Dungersville to its former glory, I'll give you all the support I can.
Darling.
Imagine if you'd grown up here as Prince of the Realm, honey. We'd probably never even have met. Destiny's a funny thing, alright. Brad, didn't you already give that message when you were here earlier during the credits?
Erwin, Eleanor, it's me again. I've popped back a few times since peace returned. I think I might have overdone it with the wreaths a little. But I'm not here just to lay flowers today, no. I've some news for you both. Now that the Lord of Shadows is no more, I've decided it's high time we got Dundrasil back on its feet. It'll take time and effort and, well, people. But we'll do it, you'll see. And we'll build you two a proper tomb while we're at it. Can it really have been so long? So much time has gone by. But it's over now. Look at me, all teary-eyed again. I can't help myself lately. I must be getting sentimental in my old age. Bye for now, you two. I'll be back soon enough. What's the hold-up, laddie? Let's get going.
I'd give anything to be able to see Erwin and Eleanor again. Sometimes I miss them so much it hurts, I tell you.
Still...
There's no sense in dwelling on it. I've got things to do. Come on, laddie, let's get going. Making Erwin and Queen Eleanor rest in peace.
Darling.
It's alright with you, honey. I'd like to perform here in Dungersville one day. I'm thinking of an interpretive dance piece about King Erwin and his legendary son. How does that sound?
How's it going?
Did you want to talk to me?
Parents must have been wonderful people, Tran. I wish I could have had the chance to meet them. Yeah, me too. It seems your father was a truly admirable king, Tran. It is a great shame that he cannot be here with us. I wonder which kingdom's fault that is. The gate won't budge. Alright, next up. We've got Dungeon Cell. We'll need to do Porto Valor.
Hey!
Did you want to talk to me?
Ah, the sea breeze is so delightful. Even when Mordegon had cast his shadow over the world, this place always had something special about it. Don't feel obliged to stay here for my sake though, Tran. Isn't there somewhere else you want to go? Do hope Don Rodrigo is coping with his new companions and their dance routines. They are cheerful, to be sure, but being around them all day every day would wear out the patience of a lesser man.
Listen up, laddie.
It looks like the lads from Zavando's parade have found the place for them. It doesn't look like they have any intention of leaving. But then maybe it's no surprise that Porto Valor suits them. This is a place to perfect your craft, whether it's wielding a sword or dancing a jaunty weejay.
Listen.
The way that Porto Valor makes use of the Valor Sauvage channel is quite ingenious. Hildador could learn a lot from this place.
Fabulous!
Walking around my hometown with my fabulous friends like a wonderful waking dream. A dream that just needs a little dash of Don Rodrigo. Come on, honey, let's pay him a visit. He'll put a spring back in his step, I just know it. Buen dia, senor. You're Norberto's amigo, see? Then I should say gracias to you for defeating the Lord of Shadows. We all believe you could do it, and you did. Don Rodrigo is back to his old self by the sounds of it, a full of recovery. I bet it's because the Lord of Shadows is gone and Yggdrasil's been restored. Oh, hello, stranger. Hello, boss. I haven't seen you for ages. Welcome back to Porto Valor. When we saw Yggdrasil back in the sky, we all knew that meant that you lot had nobbled the Lord of Shadows. Oh, so proud. Oh, you have to go and say hello to Syl's dad while you're here. He'll be so happy to see you. I do love a bit of peace and quiet. Oh, hello, boss. It's been a while, hasn't it? Syl's been telling us all about what you've been up to. Thanks for saving the world. Venga, venga! The chicos and the parade have really settled in here in Puerto Valor. We all love them. Nosotros los amamos. Can't believe I thought they were demons. Oh, get a load of that sea air. Ah, there's nothing like a salty sea breeze to make you feel alive. And it feels so much nicer now that you and Syl have taken care of that awful Lord of Shadows. Hello, you. Hiya, boss. Have you been to see Syl's dad yet? He'll be over the moon when he hears you're in town. You're just incredible. Poor Crown. The world has become peaceful, but this hombre is yet to recover from his injuries. His appetite is fine, but his face becomes bright red whenever I examine him. I do not understand what is wrong. No entiendo. Ay, muy doloroso. So much pain. I will tell you a secret, see? Un secreto? My injuries have already healed, but I enjoyed the company of my nurse so much I do not want to leave this place. I especially like her expression when she is worried about me. Maybe I am truly sick. Love sick, see? I... The sea is blue and beautiful once more. Muy hermoso. The tourists will surely return before long, and Puerto Valor will be bustling once again. I am so happy. Muy feliz. Everything tastes better when the world is at peace. Mucha diversion. This is fun, hehe. Learning to become a caballero is so much fun. I thought it'd be nothing but misery and hard work, but no, I cannot wait to begin each new day of training. Hiya, boss. Syl's dad said it was alright to help train some of the apprentice knights. Lucky old me. I might not look like I've got what it takes, but Syl really put us through our paces during our parading days. Me and the boys have got strength and style to spare. No, no, no. Do it with style or don't do it at all. Ay de mi, this is too much. One of the hombres from the parade is my new trainer. I expect him to be so tough or so strict. Mi madre. Norberto's amigo. Muchas gracias to you for defeating the Lord of Shadows. Norberto told me all about what happened. Now since you're here, you must go and visit Don Rodrigo, see? He'll be very happy to see you, I'm sure. Okay.
I did not realize the dancing required so much stamina. Norberto, what are you doing here? I did not expect you to return so soon.
Hey, Sylv. Your dad said he needed to get his strength back, so we agreed to teach him a few moves. He's a natural, don't you know? Took to it like a duck to water, he did. But then he is your puppy, I suppose.
Silencio! Enough with your nonsense! A man needs his peace and quiet. Take your silly dancing somewhere else.
Don't go taking that tone with us, mister. You were the one who was talking about wanting to surprise Sylv with a little show. A show? Oh, yes. You should have heard him. Couldn't stop going on about how he's a big dance fan now. And he sees why you love it so much.
Papi, is this true? Of course not. It is nonsense. I am a knight. I do not have time for dancing. It is pointless frivolity.
Oh, Papi, I'm so happy. When do I get to see the full routine?
The full... well, now...
Come on, Papi. A knight's word is his bond, remember?
Fine! Come, chicos. We will show Norberto what we can do. We will give him the performance of a lifetime. The training ground will serve as our stage. We begin preparations immediately. Venga, venga!
Sir, yes, sir!
I like Don Rodrigo.
How wonderful!
I will not stop until everyone in the world has a smile on their face once again. I will do it. I will not let my Poppy down.
I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but...
Perhaps dancing with Savannah's friends would do my father some good too. I should ask Sir Hendrik to practice a few moves and teach them to my father once we're back in Heliodor.
Oh, that's grand!
Aye, there's no mistaking the family resemblance. When Don Rodrigo dances, you can see where Savannah gets a sense of rhythm. There is truly no end to Don Rodrigo's talents. He has mastered those dancers with the dedication he once applied to the sword. It seems I still have much to learn from him.
Oh dear.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just keep thinking of Don Rodrigo's dancing.
You know, I've been thinking.
Think of something else, man. Seeing Don Rodrigo in such high spirits is a source of great relief and joy for me. See, Norberto has done a great deal to help his father. If you're looking for Don Rodrigo, he's out on a training ground with some of the chicos from the parade. You should go and talk with him. He'll be very pleased to see you. You saw Don Rodrigo dance, eh? It was a big shock for you, I'm sure. Un grand choqué, no? The first time I saw it, I could not believe my eyes either. Venga, Don Rodrigo, go, go, go! Oh, how I wish I could dance like him. Look at him go, boss. Still, dad is just natural. Ooh, he's so elegant. I still can't believe that Don Rodrigo is dancing. It seems impossible, but also incredible, no? To be a great swordsman and a great dancer. Muy bien. Shake it, shake it. What's that, boss? You'd like to join in? Ooh, aren't you keen? Alright then, stand in line next to me. Okay. This dance, it's a real workout. Hey, it'd be a great way for you to keep in shape yourself. You know now that the word's been saved and all that. This is so draining, but I will keep practicing. I will show Norberto that his puppy can dance with the best of them. Venga! Yep, and hey, I can't believe how quickly Don Rodrigo's dancing's come along. And again, I suppose he is Syl's dad. He was always going to be a natural. Uno, dos, tres. What do you think, boss? We've been working really hard on this dance. I've even learned a bit of the local language to help us communicate. Uno, dos, tres. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. That's right. Just let your body be a slave to the rhythm. Alright, next up. We have the Sniffelheim city, or Viking hideout. It's probably the Viking hideout, so we'll hit Sniffelheim first. Sniffelheim.
Perhaps.
It's no good. I just can't get it out of my mind. We have to check out that shining light south of Octagonia that Eric told us about. I mean, based on our track record, it's just bound to be something exciting, right? Now, unless you've got better things to do, I say we check it out. Who knows what could be waiting for us there? Sniffelheim looks so beautiful from above. I could watch light falling on the snow forever. Scenery aside, though, is there a reason we're here? If there's somewhere you'd rather visit, I don't mind at all. Sniffelheim has been through some hard times, but it seems the kingdom has emerged unscathed. It always was a resourceful place.
Could it be?
Heliodoran armor was never designed for cold climates. Even thinking about that battle with Jormund since it's chilled down my spine.
Are you all right?
Oh, this place is just full of life. It looks like the kingdom's in safe hands with King Fizzbug and Crystalenda.
What's up?
Vikings have been lying low ever since the outbreak of gold fever. Thought about paying them back for all that me and Mio suffered, but you know what? I've got better things to do. You've got to let this stuff go. Isn't that what your grandfather wrote in that letter? That you shouldn't waste your life bearing grudges? Guess he knew what he was talking about. One of the Vikings turned up in town not long ago. Oh, but don't worry. A little while ago, a young girl sailed off in a boat, muttering under her breath all the while. Now that the world tree has come back to life, the seas aren't swarming with man-eating monsters anymore. But even so, I can't help worrying about her on her own out there. If I knew where she was heading, I'd go and make sure she made it there safely. I'm assuming that was his sister. Oh, Almighty Yggdrasil, watch over us as we pray. It's truly a miracle that Almighty Yggdrasil has returned to life. Oh, great and glorious tree of life, we pray that you will watch over us always. Speaking of miracles, some days ago, the young lady the Reverend Father was carrying awoke from her slumber at long last. There's been one good thing after another lately. Ah, Tran, you've come just the right time. Remember that I was caring for young Mia, yes? She awoke from her lengthy slumber some days ago, but I'm afraid that she left soon after, and I've not seen her since. I fear that she is in no fit state to be traveling. She is still weak and needs rest. Wherever she is, I pray that she is unharmed. Really? You just got... Eric, you don't have anything else to say about that one? Thank you, friend. You have saved our kingdom not only from the fear, but from the Lord of Shadow's servants too. We soldiers will keep Sniffelheim safe from now on. You may continue your journey safe in the knowledge that the city is in good hands. I wish you the best of luck in your travels. I'm still very tired. With everything that has been going on, I have hardly been able to sleep a wink, but now that the kingdom's at peace, I can finally relax. Perhaps I'll have a nice little nap at my post again, just like old times. Thank you for your aid in curing gold fever, Tran. I hear that you are also responsible for bringing Yggdrasil back to life. I'm sure Her Majesty and Crystalina are eager to offer you their own thanks. Thank goodness, peace at last, but we cannot rest on the laurels just yet. We must put the plan to revitalize Sniffelheim in motion. It's only thanks to you, Tran, that this great nation may flourish again. I look forward to seeing what you do next. So the Luminary slayed the Lord of Shadows and brought Almighty Yggdrasil back to life. It is every scholar's dream to live in interesting times, and I think I can say with confidence that these times are more interesting than most. Allow me to thank you once again, Tran. You're a true hero. I knew you could do it. My, Luminary, you are a mighty one, strong enough to defeat the Lord of Shadows himself. I don't feel so bad for losing to you. I hear that the handsome devil who freed me from the grimoire was cast aside by his master and lost his life. I suppose it serves him right after all the naughty things he did, but I can't help feeling sorry for the poor dear. What if he did it all for somebody special? I would do anything for my dear Frizzy, after all. Congratulations, Tran. I'm so glad to see you well. When I saw Yggdrasil blossoming once more, I knew that you had vanquished the Lord of Shadows. As the ruler of Sniflheim and a citizen of Arboria, I cannot thank you enough for saving not only my realm, but our entire world. You and your friends are true heroes. I do not doubt that the tale of your great deeds will be remembered throughout the ages, alongside those of the Illuminator of Legend himself. Alright, let's check out the Viking lair. Mia's back to her old self, but I guess it'll take her a while before she wants to travel anywhere. She's happier sticking with what she knows for now.
Oh.
It's amazing to think that a young girl like Mia could fill an ocean with gold like that. The power Mordegon gave her was truly terrifying. Surely I am not the only one who's feeling cold. Come, let's head to warmer climes. I hope Mia's doing well. There's something about her that reminds you of Jade when she was younger. She was a pretty tough customer too. I remember she hardly ever smiled. I'd make a silly wee joke and she'd just glare at me. Anyway, that's enough of my reminiscing. Are you sure we don't have anywhere else to be, laddie? Somewhere less chilly, perhaps?
Okay.
What's that? No, I'm not feeling cold. Don't worry about me. My training means I can put all discomfort out of my mind. To be honest, I barely notice when it gets chilly. Last time I looked, the sky was dark and there was an evil-looking castle where the world tree should be, but now everything's back to normal again. Now that I think about it, it just couldn't have just disappeared and castles can't float. Was it all just a bad dream, maybe? I guess that girl with the blue hair I saw running through here just before must have been part of the dream, too.
We can see you, Mia. Come on out.
No, I'm staying here. I'm not going anywhere.
The Lord of Shadows is gone, and the world's at peace. So what are you sulking about?
I'm not sulking. It's just... The priest told me what happened. I don't remember any of it. But he said I turned into a monster and terrorized the town. He said I even tried to hurt you. You and your friends must hate me for what I did. I'm plenty used to being hated, but still.
Hey, what's this? Somebody's dropped a gold coin on the floor.
Where is it? It's mine!
Oh, that's the Mia I know. Sitting in the corner feeling sorry for yourself doesn't suit you, kiddo.
Oh, you tricked me! Now I feel stupid for worrying you didn't like me any...
Why don't you stop worrying about stuff that doesn't matter and start worrying about yourself? You need to get better. I can't exactly take you on a treasure hunt if you're gonna be fainting every 5 minutes.
A treasure hunt?
Sure. Soon as you've got your strength back, we'll go on a trip round the world on the lookout for loot. Just you and me. What do you say?
Well, if it's something you really want to do, I suppose I don't mind keeping you company. Yes!
You good?
I went to show Mia the world. After all, she's never seen anything outside of this frozen wasteland. Maybe one day I'll take her to Cobblestone. I've got a feeling she'd love your mother's stew, Tran. This is a side of Eric I've never seen before. It seems he's a big softy after all.
Yes?
Whether it be a brother, a friend, or a teacher, there's nothing more important than having someone you truly trust and who truly believes in you.
Oh, aye!
Pretty impressed by young me, I have to say. She knows how much pain and suffering her choices have caused, and she's not trying to shirk responsibility for them. But then she's lucky. Not everyone has a brother who's willing to do all he can to lighten her burden. Seeing Eric and Mia together makes me wish I had a brother of my own. We could have studied together, learned to fight together. We'd have had so much fun. Treasure hunting with Eric, huh? If I'd known that was on the cards, I never would have run away. Tell him to come get me as soon as you're done doing whatever it is you have to do, and tell him not to keep me waiting too long. Tell him I get first dibs on whatever treasure we find too. Alright, is that all the places aside from Octagonia? It looks like it. Alright, let's warp to Octagonia. Welcome to the all-new Octagonia, where gamblers from all over the world come to try their luck. Folks got together after Booga got beat, and they decided we might as well keep the place going. Seems an awful waste not to, right? I mean, sure, we kind of missed the days when Octagonia was all about fighting, but you gotta move with the times. Why not go play a game or two, champ? Now the Lord of Shadows ain't troubling us no more. I'm free to leave the house whenever I please. Ain't that just peachy? Hey, nice work, kid. I sure would like to see you take down that Lord of Shadows. That's the kind of bout no fighting fans are gonna want to miss. Now, I haven't been to Octagonia for a while, but is it just me or has this place completely changed? There's a casino where the arena used to be, for one thing, and the statue of Sir Hendrix has been replaced with that absolute eyesore. What in the world's happened here? Hey there, welcome to Octagonia. The Luminaire can always expect a warm welcome here. How was that? I'll be honest, it's been a while since anybody came by here, so I don't get to practice my spiel so often. I sure hope they start holding tournaments again soon. Signing up fighters is all I'm good for.
You good?
I really respect Vince. The masked martial arts contest is no more, but he's decided to stay here to offer support to the town's young people. If he does have a fault, it's that he's just a little too trusting. I hope no one ever tries to take advantage of his better nature again. King Carnelian would not be happy if he knew I had allowed Princess Jade to return to this terrible place. I just suggested we leave as soon as you have finished whatever it is you want to do here. Sword Mordengrad may be filled with his dark power, but it's still the sacred blade that came from Yggdrasil. Make sure you keep hold of it, laddie. It's bound to come in handy sooner or later. The poor people of Octagon did nothing to deserve that hideous statue at their town's entrance. Hendrix's body with Booga's head isn't the best combination in the world. The arena's gone, and I suppose that's curtains for the bullion boys. I just hope Golden Boy and Sterling Silva managed to inspire people with their style and sense of justice. I know you were a fan, weren't you, honey? Talk to Vince, the person who's feeding people to spiders. There he is, thinking he's all that just because he went and saved the world. Well, don't get too cocky, sunshine. I'd been born a Luminary. I'd finished that Lord of Shadows off without breaking a sweat, and I'd have made it home for time for tea and all. Oh, hello there. I heard you were the one who took care of the Lord of Shadows. I always knew you were good at fighting, but that's something else. Now I'll be able to tell all my friends that I fought against the kid who saved the world. Oh, hey there, Sweeney. I haven't seen you in a while. Don't tell me you've forgotten me. What's this I've been hearing about you? They say you took out the Lord of Shadows and brought peace to the world? That's incredible, hon. Hey, but it's great to see you again. You know what? I think this calls for a celebration. Let's get us some fighting juice for old time's sake. Well, if it isn't the MMA champion himself. I think it's safe to say you're the greatest fighter in all Erdrea, and that's the mayor of Octagonia saying that. I know all there is to know about fighting. Where is Vince? Maybe he's in the orphanage now. Check the VIP section. Hey Tran, I heard you beat up that mean old Lord of Shadows. That's so cool. Oh, by the way, Uncle Vince said he really wanted to see you. I think he's in your room. You should go talk to him. I'm so excited. Hey, Mr. Tran, they just told me Uncle Vince's statue is being sent to the orphanage. But it's all thanks to you. Oh, I can't wait to see Uncle Vince's face when we show it to him. You know he's a hero to all those kids at the orphanage, right? And heroes get statues themselves. Everybody knows that. Thanks again for all your help. I couldn't have done it without you. He's not a hero! Hey there, partner. I've been hearing all kinds of great stuff about you. You even took down that Lord of Shadows creep, right? Jeez, I can't believe we used to be on the same tournament team. It's a real honor, man. You're... I don't know why I'm crying, man, but I ain't gonna lie and say there's something in my eye. I ain't afraid of my emotions anymore. I really can't work out why Liu Xiao won't get better. It doesn't matter though, I'm gonna stay right here with him until he does. Hey, there you are. You did real good there beating Lord of Shadows, man. My injuries, oh yeah, they're all healed. Problem is, I've got this darn stomach ache now. Sometimes I wonder I'll never get out of here.
Hey!
Dungersville must have been such a wonderful place before King Carnelian destroyed it. There's so much sadness here, but I pray that one day light and life will return.
How can this be?
Being here does not bring back good memories. It reminds me of the time I was Mordegon's unwitting servant and was pursuing you, Tran. To think I even treated Princess Jade as my foe. The shame will live with me forever. You know, laddie, you should really pay a visit to your parents' graves since we've come all this way. I'm pleased to see you, I know it. It's better not to bring up the past with Hendrik. I can tell it's painful for him to think about everything he did when my father was possessed by Mordegon. Sometimes it's just better not to talk about things like that.
Just the person I wanted to talk to.
Some days after defeating Mordegon and bringing peace back to Arboria at last, the commands convened in Arboria to pay their final respects to Veronica. Countless lives were lost to the Lord of Shadows, but with the world tree restored to its rightful place in the sky, the party come to terms with the incredible truth. They really did save the world. After a celebratory banquet, they set out to take a tour around the world they brought back from the brink. Zoom around Arboria. And is this the only thing left? World map? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, I should be able to get there without one of those climbing things.
Well now, This place looks a mite familiar. Aye, it's these funny wee buildings. We've seen them before.
Yes, there's no mistaking it. It looks just like the floating island where we met the Watcher, doesn't it? Let's go and take a closer look. Who knows? We might find something interesting.
After a celebratory banquet, they set out to take a tour around the world they brought back from the brink. Their travels take them to a place near Dunderso, where they find a curious collection of ruins, quite unlike anything else they've seen. The crumbled walls and shattered statues bear the distinctive designs of the Watchers, and they step inside to explore further. Let's take a closer look at all this stuff. Who knows what we might find? Well now, what have we here? Just having a wee nose around when I found a dusty old tome that caught my attention. Remember what we saw back in the Temple of Dawn? When you channeled the power of the seedlings and we saw all those scenes from Urban's life? Well, it looks to me like this book's about those same events, but what would something like that be doing lying around in an odd ruin like this? Remember it being like that, it talked about history of time, we are watchers, legend of time, weave time, lost time, time. That has nothing to do with the sword. I maybe he's talking about a different book on that shelf, I guess. Is this meant to be art? It just looks like some weird old guy with a funny face to me. Isn't it just amazing, honey? The way it defies artistic convention to make such a bold statement. All the stuff around here is so unique. Whoever made it all was a genius. Such an eye for shape and form. Her Highness is correct. This looks like the place where we met the Watcher, but I've never heard of ruins like these in this area. I think my party has an attention span of a gnat. Remember it said the Watcher saying all his islands fell?
This painting, it's fascinating. It really draws you in, doesn't it?
It reminds me of something. Ah, of course. I've been reading a book they say was written by the Watchers of late. Let me see if I can find the right part. Spirits of lost time. Beings born from the land. Beings who control time.
Spirits of lost time? Could they be these figures in the painting?
According to the book, they guard a sacred light that controls the flow of time. And when that light burns bright enough, even those who are lost to eternity can be restored.
Restored how, exactly? You mean like brought back to life?
Wait, if that was true, then maybe, or just maybe...
Huh?
Think about it. We lost someone to eternity, didn't we? Someone we'd love to see again.
Veronica!
Do you really think we could bring her back?
Well, what else does it say about this light?
Light lives in Tower's heart. Sacred Tower. Tower of lost time. Watchers guard Wheel of Time. Key to Tower. Key to time. Key brings spirits. Sets wheels in motion.
So if we had the Wheel of Time, we might really be able to...
What have we got to lose? If there's even a chance, we have to try, right?
Eric's right. No matter how unlikely it is, if it might be our chance to see her again, we simply have to try.
But the Watchers are all gone, right? So, how do we find this wheel thingy?
This was once one of their islands, wasn't it? And I'd say that hole in the wall up there was pretty wheel-like. I reckon we could do worse than start our search right here, you know.
Oh. There's a way through up there. Let's go poke around some more, shall we?
Listen up, laddie.
When that light burns bright enough, it can restore those lost to eternity. That's what the book says anyway. Maybe it's a load of odd nonsense, but until we get hold of the Wheel of Time, we can't be sure.
Listen.
The time I have spent with you has taught me that nothing is impossible. If there's even the slightest chance that we can bring Veronica back, we have to try. Let's start by searching for the Wheel of Time.
How wonderful!
There's more to Rab than meets the eye. I thought he was just an old-timer with some lousy jokes, but it turns out he could read ancient texts written by the Watchers. And he was king of Dundersill too, of course. I do keep forgetting about that. I bet Veronica would have plenty to complain about if she were here now. You know what though? Things aren't as interesting without her. I'll do whatever it takes to see my sister again. Let's find the Wheel of Time and take it to the tower. We shouldn't make Veronica wait. You know how impatient she is.
Listen.
The ruins appear to have been inhabited by the Watchers until Mordegon's powers caused them to fall from the sky. I wonder how many islands once floated above us. With Mordegon slain and having paid their final respects to Veronica, Tran and his friends set out to take a tour around the world they brought back from the brink, eventually arriving at a set of strange ruins near Dundersill. Upon investigating further, Rab discovers an ancient book, apparently penned by the Watchers themselves, which describes some beings known as the spirits of lost time. They safeguard a sacred light that controls the flow of time, a light with the power to restore that which has been lost. Should what this book proposes prove to be true, it could offer the chance to return Veronica to life. Clinging to this small, almost unbelievable hope, the party make their way deeper into the ruins in search of the Wheel of Time, the key to the tower that contains this sacred light. Tran acquires the Wheel of Time. Easiest quest ever.
You found the Wheel of Time! Honey, you are just too good at this.
So, if I understood that book correctly, the wheel will bring the spirits of lost time to the tower they mentioned.
But where might this tower be found? No likely candidates spring to mind.
What's the matter, darling?
You got an idea where the place we're looking for might be? I thought of something. There's an old tower north of Yggdrasil I always wondered about. Unless anyone's got any better ideas, what say we climb aboard our friendly whale and see what we can see up there?
Man, don't you think we should take a look at the old tower north of Yggdrasil that Eric told us about? We could use the Kellen's flute to call Cetacea and then fly right to it.
Hey!
We've got to check out that old tower I saw to the north of Yggdrasil. Why don't we take Cetacea and go have a look? Unless you've got somewhere you'd rather be, of course.
Did you want to talk to me?
We have the Wheel of Time. Could we really be reunited with Veronica if we take it to the tower? We have to try, Tran.
You wish to speak with me?
It seems Princess Jade is rather taken with the creatures from the wall painting. If it would please her, I would gladly track one down and bring it to her.
Interesting.
So if I understand the book correctly, now we've got this wheel, the beings known as the spirits of lost time should be able to help guide us to the tower. I'm not quite sure how it's all meant to work, but if we keep looking, I'm sure something will turn up. Those brown creatures in the wall painting look adorable. My father has always had a keen interest in all the living things in our world. I know he'd be delighted if we could bring one back for him.
Darling!
Now, I don't know what this Tower of Lost Time looks like, but I'm guessing it's going to be tower shaped. Our best bet would be settling up Cetacea, taking a little tour of the world, and seeing if we can spot any likely candidates. An ancient book Rab finds within the ruins tells of the spirits of lost time and the sacred light they guard. Thinking this might be a chance to be reunited with Veronica, Tran and his friends search the ruins further, eventually finding the Wheel of Time. This ancient artifact grants access to the tower in which the sacred light that governs time's flow can be found. But the party must first find the tower itself. Eric recalls seeing a deserted building off to the north of Yggdrasil and, with nothing else to go on, they decide to investigate this lead. Meanwhile, Tran's attention is attracted by a small glowing creature that nobody else seems to be able to see. Could this be one of the so-called spirits of lost time? It's a very ancient-looking mural. It depicts some small white beings offering up what looks like balls of light. There's a strangely shaped indentation in the center. Ancient cog that can open the doors to the Tower of Lost Time. Tran takes the Wheel of Time in his hands and examines it closely. The Watchers have guarded this artifact since time immemorial, and he's struck by the countless centuries that must have passed since its making.